Hi there, welcome back to True Gooner. Tonight we've got a special hangout here. We're joined with a new member, Absel. How are you doing?
I'm good, Seb. Thanks. How are you?
Well, I'm all right now, but I'm still hurting from the weekend. Claude, we got Claude. How are you doing, Claude?
How you doing, mate? All right.
Yeah, and we got Liam. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not bad. Just about surviving, but there we are.
Yeah. Right. So, as you all know, two back-to-back defeats, which has totally theoretically ended all hopes in winning the title. So obviously I've had a few days to calm down about it. It's still bothering me now. But let's talk to some Gooners. So Liam, we'll come to you first. What are your thoughts on those two games against Watford and Chelsea? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. It's just one of those things, isn't it, really, where it's not even the fact of, one step forward, two steps back. It's just constant failure at this time of the season, year in, year out. You look at the team selection. If I've been honest with you, I didn't think it was too bad. I probably would have gone the same.
I wouldn't against Watford. Against Watford, it was terrible. But Chelsea wasn't too bad.
Chelsea, when the Ox was in the middle of the park, I thought, I quite liked that. But yeah, once again, the players and the big names just didn't turn up. And, once again, it stems from the manager and the motivation and all little things like that. I was obviously going to do that, but yeah, annoying.
Yeah. Well, Claude, on Tuesday, obviously, you were like me. You went in on the manager because when we lost to Watford, the team selection was all wrong. Do you think that had an effect on Sunday, that we weren't prepared for it in that sense? What are your thoughts on it, Claude?
Well, it was the wrong team selection. I would have played one. I said it at the start. I wouldn't have played Iwobi. I would have played Danny Welbeck. And I think we made a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes. I would actually, as well, have during the game. You know what? We started quite well in the first 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, we did. We did against Chelsea.
Pressed them back in the first 10, 15 minutes. Then we conceded a stupid goal, really, where I don't know what the defending was, what was going on there. I mean, although it was, people say it might have been a foul, but anyway, we didn't respond to that very well. I mean, I would have actually probably moved Mustafi to right back, as he's played there for Germany. I would probably have Gabriel in the middle. That's what I would have done. But I mean, with this manager, I don't think any logic comes into it anymore.
No.
But after that, I thought we had that little spell just before half time where we could have got back into it. But I don't think at the end of the day, I think pulled us off. I mean, it was pathetic the way Hazard just went through there.
Oh, terrible.
I mean, at the end of the day, as I said, they were totally up for it. We wasn't. We were made to look like a very ordinary side, and they were just too good for us in the end. Physically, technically stronger as well. There's not much more you can say, but it was just a total surrender on the day, mate.
Oh, shocking, wasn't it? So, what are your thoughts on it, Absel? What are your thoughts?
I thought very poor, but very predictable. I think we all went in there knowing we were going to lose. It's because it's just so predictable, and that happens every season. When we play a big team away, 10% bound to lose. It's due to the one of the main reasons is due to the tactics. It's the same old predictable tactics. Other managers can easily adapt to these tactics, so it's not really hard to play against us. It's not hard to beat us. And also, the wrong team selection. I thought Welbeck should have started instead of. We could argue it will be all Walcott. I mean, Walcott didn't do anything. It will be his inexperience really did show the other day. So I think Welbeck should have definitely started. And big players again. Ozil gone missing once again. He's another one as well. People say he's world class, but he's not. I mean, if anyone can name me three big games which he's performed in since 5 big games, which he's performed in since he's joined Arsenal. I actually debate with them, but if not, then nah. There's no point in doing it over. I'm not saying he's a bad player. Don't get me wrong. In Italy and Spain, he's proved in Real Madrid he was world class. If he plays in Italy and Spain, he'll be very, very good. But he can't cope with the physical aspects of the game. He's not a Premier League suited style player.
Also, it's the fact of he had the motivator on the sideline, like Jose Mourinho, who wouldn't let him be lazy or just stroll by, or it's a big factor in it as well. So I agree with that. I think, especially in the Premier League, he's not. We've seen that with Falcao and Di Maria.
If you look at that second goal, Hazard started on the halfway line.
Yeah, on the halfway line.
Ozil was actually just behind him. And if you watch Ozil's movements the whole way, he was jogging, literally a slow jog all the way back to the goal. Now, what is that? If it was Sanchez would have sprinted and tried to catch Hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just onto that Mesut Ozil. Obviously, I'm one of his biggest fans, but I'm sorry. In recent games, in big games, I can't defend how he's been playing lately this season. Claude, what are your thoughts on it? Do you still class him in his world-class bracket, or do you think it's now time we start dropping him now if he starts having poor games? Because obviously he has to be doing better than this in big games. What are your thoughts on it, Claude?
I would drop him, but unfortunately, we're very short at the moment of players, aren't we? So
yeah, we are.
I know El Nenny's coming back, but we're still well short. And because I actually think, I don't know what it is, but I don't think him playing doesn't give us a right balance. And I think it's putting other players out of a position. I don't know if it's giving us a right balance as well. I think this world class thing is it's too easy to be given out. You know, you have to earn that right to be world class. I mean,
Definitely.
I mean, performs in the big games, in the big away games, big Premiership games away, big away games in Europe. Have you seen Ozil do that in a big away game in Europe? No.
Not since, no. Apart from Ludogorets and Basel.
Performed in Munich in the last game. No, away from home. No.
No, he didn't.
Performed in away game in the Premier League against one of the top 6 sides. I had this row with Ty. You know what Ty said to me? What about Basel? What about Basel? You know, Basel. Yeah. What about Basel? He said.
Yeah. Well.
That's a stupid argument. That is. That's not. I'm talking about top away sides. Big 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, the true test will come next week when we play Bayern. I believe it's come around that quickly. That will be the true test to see.
To be honest with you, I think that might be closer than you think, because I'm hearing that they're not exactly pulling up trees themselves. They're not the team they were. I think Ribery's apparently suffering with an injury. I think there's another key player. I can't think who I was told was not. I don't see Thiago or something. He's another key player that's injured. So it might not be as difficult because it's a different type of game in Europe, isn't it, than they want in the Premier League. So
yeah, it is.
So what, you know, who knows? I can't completely write them off in the champion in that, because I remember going back a few years when Liverpool had not a very good side and went on to win the Champions League. So
yeah, Chelsea as well.
To be quite honest, I think it's going to be very, very uphill task, but I don't think it'll be thrashing. I think it'll be quite close.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I really feel that we have to start beating the teams. I'm not even going to accept this time going out on away goals or going out by 1 goal difference. We've got to start putting in performances and getting past. Right, going back to the other 2 games, Liam, I'll just come back to you. Obviously, recently, remember against Southampton when Lucas Perez and Danny Welbeck in particular had outstanding performances, and they're not getting into the team. What are you to say of that? Do you think Wenger is treating them unfairly? Do you not think Wenger has any faith in them? What's your thought?
Was that to Liam?
Oh yeah, well he's gone.
Gone.
Axel, we'll come to you. What's your thoughts on that? Lucas Perez, Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, I think when Perez has been playing this season, he's been decent, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's done well.
He's been pretty good, so I don't know why Wenger's not giving him a chance. Welbeck as well, we had a blind against Southampton, man. At least make the bench on Tuesday. If you're not going to start him because of injury and all that stuff, okay, but at least put him on the bench, yeah? That was a bit silly. And then I thought that he completely left him out for Tuesday because he was going to play him on Saturday. So I didn't make a huge deal out of it. But then when he had him on the bench on Saturday, I was like, what's the point in that? It's like, why? I don't know, like, what's it? Welbeck's only meant to play once every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know, it's nonsense. And he needs minutes on these people need minutes on the pitch. What do you say, Claude? Because obviously you just said Welbeck should have started. What do you think is going on with Welbeck and Perez? Why do you not think they're getting in a team?
Sorry, mate, your sound is not very good. You're not coming up. Can you go again?
Obviously, we're just talking about Welbeck and Perez because lately they've not been in the team, and one of them's either been out of the squad completely or one of them's been on the bench. And they played very well against Southampton and lately when they've been playing. So, what do you think it is with them? Is there something that Wenger doesn't like?
He's rested him against Watford, and I thought, oh well, right, all right, he's easing him. But then I think if he wasn't that much, what he should have done, he should have played him in the first 60 minutes, and then if he tired after that, he took him off.
Yeah.
But as I say, logic goes out the window here. I mean, there's no logic in this manager anymore. I don't know what's going on. I mean, there's some strange decisions being made. I mean, I'm hearing even Lauren Koscielny now has been questioning his team selection as well. So, you know, so when the players are starting to question you start to wonder, don't you? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, as I said, I couldn't understand why he didn't switch Mustafi to right back. He's played there. It's you could see he would be much more comfortable, and Gabriel is more comfortable playing in the middle. So why we got Gabriel playing out on the right? I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I don't know. I'm fucking pissed off, to be quite honest with you. I'm sick and tired of this now. We're going through this every fucking year. Excuse my language. Every fucking year it's the same old fucking story. So year after year we say the same shit. It's just, you know, I mean, and now we've probably got another bloody 2 years of it, mate.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sick and tired of it, mate. I really am. I'm fed up with it.
Yeah, I understand how you feel. Abzel. Is it? Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. You've got two pundits, right? From this side. One's Craig Burley on one side saying our fans are spineless, yeah, and don't do nothing about it. And then you've got Gary Neville saying we're embarrassing for doing something.
Yeah, I know. I've seen both those.
Ridiculous. I mean, these people have paid a lot of money to make these bloody comments. I mean, what's going on here, mate?
Oh no, it's ridiculous. Abzel, just come to you. Is it now truly now coming to the point now where we have to say it's time for a change? Because obviously we're seeing the same things every season. We're not seeing any progression. What are your thoughts on it? I know you want him gone, but do you think he has to go at the end of the season? Do you think he's finished?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. I think he'll go. I have a feeling he's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
At the end. Yeah, I think he'll just say, "Oh, nah, it's too much now." I think more fan problems will happen between now and the end of the season. More protests will happen. So yeah, I think that will slowly maybe they'll start driving him out. You know.
Yeah. Obviously, Claude, we know very well that you want change, just like I do. Do you think this will be his last season, or do you think he'll get a new contract? What are your thoughts?
You know what's going to happen here now, don't you? You know, now the pressure's off. We'll start winning games now, and then we'll end up in the top four, and we'll probably go all the way to a cup final, and then everyone will say, "Oh well, everything's okay again." we're back to square one again. But it's not. Change has to happen, and I think we might have to take a dip as well. People will have to accept that we have to take a dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. 2 seasons out the top 4, whatever. Still, we will take a dip. We probably won't make. If we get a new manager, it's going to be tough to make top 4 next season. But still, I'd take that, you know. And maybe this season, I don't know, like maybe if we finish out the top 4, then yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
see.
if we finish out the top 4, I think he's a gunner for sure this season. So yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I understand what some people are making, but seriously,
I'm not trying to directly say anything, but you know what I'm trying to say here, yeah. If we have the top 4, we need to go.
yeah, I definitely understand where people are coming from. I said this last season, but seriously, I've always been the person that says I don't really want Arsenal to finish outside the top 4, mainly because it could affect our business in the transfer window of who we buy. B, I don't really want to be playing Europa League, and C, I don't really want Tottenham Hotspur finishing above us. But do you think that has to happen for us to finally get the message that something is seriously wrong?
I don't think it has to happen, but it could be a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you, it could be a blessing in disguise if we come out the top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Claude, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it is time we do come out the top 4 to finally give the club the kick up the backside that we've needed for years, or what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's time we come out for a couple of seasons?
Well, it didn't do Chelsea any damage, did it?
No, it didn't.
So I wouldn't say it would do us any damage, mate. I mean, at the end of the day, what's the point of qualifying for a competition just to be going out of it in the last 16 anyway?
Yeah.
All we're doing is just qualifying to the competition to make the club money. It's no ambition to win it, is there really?
Yeah.
So I don't know whether it'll make much difference. I mean, to be quite honest, so what we end up in the top 4. I mean, are we going to attract the players that Man City, Chelsea going to attract? No.
I think you have to be looking on that.
We'll get all the leftovers like we always do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happened in our transfer last summer? We went for Greece, we ended up with Lucas Perez.
Yeah.
We went up for, we end up with, to me, I don't know. I mean, we instead of getting the French guys,
Lacazette.
No, from the midfield player from Chelsea.
Kante.
Sorry, Kante. Instead of getting Kante, we've got bloody Granit Xhaka that can't even stay on the pitch. This is what I'm saying. I mean, we're getting all the people that no one. I mean, we get the rest. It's like leftovers. We don't get the players that we really do want. And Wenger says we wanted to get but we couldn't compete with Chelsea. Well, hold on a minute. We're one of the richest. We've got £260 million in the bank. What do you mean we can't compete with Chelsea?
Yeah, I know.
Well, where is it going?
Stan Kroenke's pocket, ready for him to get another run.
Also, I don't want to hear this bullshit about it's the ball. Yeah, well then why isn't the manager support? The manager supports the ball at the end of the day, doesn't it?
Exactly. He should be going to the board telling him that's what I want, and you need to give me the money. No, I can't.
Otherwise, he would have walked, wouldn't he, if he didn't support the ball? So don't give me all that. I mean, he's happy to spend £8.5 million a year to support the ball. So don't give me all this the ball. It's not Stan Kroenke that picks the bloody team every week, is it?
No.
It's Kroenke that puts changes that leaves Theo Walcott on the bench after scoring a bloody hat trick. It's not Stan Kroenke that leaves Danny Welbeck out, and when he does come on, makes it bloody when it's too bloody late. I mean, it's not Stan Kroenke that makes these decisions, is it?
No.
Yep.
Well,
I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm sick. I'm bloody tired of it. It's the same old story, year on year on.
yeah, I don't blame you.
Bloody good manager in the past. But we don't live on sentimental reasons here. We've got this is. You want progress. You want things to go forward. And people that keep moaning about people like me are the ones that are holding this bloody club back. And I'm sick and tired of listening to on Twitter. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I know. I get sick of it.
Be careful what you wish for. Chelsea changed their manager last year. Be careful what you wish for. They finished 10th last year. Now they're going to run away with the league. Be careful what you wish for. They brought in Conte. Be careful what you wish for. I can't listen to all this crap all the time. Be careful what you wish for. Well, I wish for us to make a bit, not be stagnated. I don't want to be stagnated like this. I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you agree that it really is time for change. Obviously, let's have a look at a couple of replacements. One is Diego Simeone. One is Max Allegri. So I think either one of those will be a win-win situation. What's your thoughts on those two managers if we were to get them next season? If we were.
Yeah, those two would be the best available replacements. Those two for sure. Both are winners. Both have won trophies. Both have managed top teams before. So yeah, that would be really, really good replacements. Those two. And the thing is that also their style of play will completely change. So they will kick out some of the crap we have now in that side, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Because we need to really. I think now. We need a new left back.
Yeah, Nacho Monreal hasn't really done great lately. I think Gibbs should be given a go.
He was very good last season, but this season he's lost his legs a bit.
Yeah, he's gone.
I think we need a world-class centre midfielder. Someone to run things, you know, when in big games, to take the game by the scruff of their neck. Someone for Chelsea. Dembele and Dele Alli do that for Spurs. Coutinho does that for Liverpool. You know those sort of players. We need someone like that, you know, who can really run the show in this midfield. And arguably maybe a striker or a winger, you know, because I think it's time now maybe Theo needs to go, I think, as well now.
Do you reckon?
He's not proved.
I think he's been all right this season. Maybe if you asked me last season, I would have said yes. But
he's been better this season. He's improved this season, but still not that top player, you know, that we need, I think, to support Sanchez, you know. Well, then Sanchez can play on the wing, and Giroud's been good season. I'll give Giroud credit. He's been good this season. But yeah, I think the manager first of all needs to change, and then the new manager needs to come in. I think we need some runners in our team. You know, someone track. We haven't got really anyone who tracks up and down non-stop. Be Ramsey, but Ramsey's been our worst player this season.
Oh, he's just gone.
He is gone. He has nothing about him. I think he's a very, you know, he wouldn't get in any other top six side. So you need someone in his position, some replacement who runs up and down non-stop, you know. Time you need someone like that, I think, in the Premier League. Premier League, cool aspect, and also someone who can run up and down. You need that in your team.
Yeah. Unfortunately not, but the real test with him will come against Bayern Munich. Obviously, Claude earlier gave me his thoughts. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think?
I think we might do all right. You know, I've got this funny feeling that we might. I don't think it's going to be a thrashing as well. I really don't think it is, because our play, I think, is more suited to Europe. I don't know why I'm saying that.
But this time I'm asking, do you actually think we'll beat them? Because this time I'm not even going to accept, away goals lost or 1 goal out. I'm not. We have to. We've got to start beating them.
Yeah, it'll be the same old. We'll get close, but we won't beat them now. And wait, I can't see it. I don't know. We might fluke it. You know. Our best chance is a fluke, you know, but I can't see it happening. But yeah, won't be a thrashing, but I don't think we'll get through.
Yeah, because obviously, because we have to start beating these teams, we have to start showing that we're a big major force again. Because obviously, Claude, to just come back to you now, one thing that's really been bothering me in the last few weeks, I believe I said this on my last 2 podcasts, is I personally thought in January we should have at least solved Ozil's and Sanchez's contracts, and now that it's running on and on and on. I'm getting worried now because I've been through this before with Robin van Persie and Sami Nasri. What's your thoughts on that situation? Do you think they will sign, or do you think we've left it too late, or what do you think? Because we have to keep them. We can't afford to lose them.
I'm not so worried about Ozil because I can take or leave on Ozil, but we do need to keep Sanchez though. But if we sell both of them, that just tells you what we are really.
Yeah.
We'll go backwards again, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I think we'll have to wait and see how the season unfolds now. I think their decision will be based on where we finish, whether they've got Champions League football next year. Everything. I mean, there's no certainty that clubs will pay big money for either of them anyway. So I don't know. We'll have to see where we finish.
Yeah. Abzel, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think they'll both sign new deals? Do you think we've left it too late? What are your thoughts on that?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I actually have no idea what's going on. I think they'll wait to I think Sanchez is the main one we need to sort out.
Definitely.
Because he's our best player by a mile. We need to pay him. You know, I'd pay $250 for him. But we won't anyways. But I don't know if he's going to be here next season, you know. Ozil as well, not sure. But I'm not bothered about Ozil, really. If he's not here, I couldn't care less. I wouldn't pay him that so much money because he hasn't proved that he can do it. I mean, Sanchez at least has a right to say, oh, I want this, because at least you can see the effort he puts in continuously. Whereas Ozil, you don't see anything from him to say that he deserves it.
You don't see enough.
So,
no, not yet. You don't see enough.
If Wenger goes, then yeah, he's free to take Ozil with him, like we've just heard recently.
I don't think he said
Sanchez.
that.
Huh?
I don't think. By the way, I don't think Ozil didn't say that. I'm only.
Yeah, I don't think he said that, but you know how everyone's making out like he said that. So
yeah, I know. It's just media talking nonsense.
If he has, then whatever. But Sanchez is the key. We need to do all we can to keep him.
Yeah, definitely. And this is part of the reason why I feel that we do have to get into the top 4, because I reckon if we don't get into the top 4, we'll have no hope in keeping him. But if we do, then it just affects our business in the window. So this is why I feel that we have to do it. So obviously right now, Claude, do you think we're simply in the battle for 4th, or do you think we're in the battle for 2nd? Because we know first place is gone for sure. What do you think it is? That's there for the season. Obviously, a cup run. What do you think's left?
To be honest with you, Seb, I just want the season to end now. To be honest, I don't give a shit about 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. I'm not interested. No. I just want the season to end. I've no real hunger for it anymore. To be honest with you, he's done me in, man. He's done me in.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
He's done me in. It's the same old every year. You know, and he can't explain it away, can he?
No, he can't.
It's all the fans' fault as well. It's always the fans. We're to blame, and the media say we're the ones to blame. You know, all that bollocks, all the same old bollocks every year, mate. I'm sorry, mate, but I'm disheartened at the moment. I'm not even looking forward to Saturday, to be honest with you.
You're not?
I always look forward to games now. I don't even look forward to Saturday. You know what I mean? It's just, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, we're all feeling down because we just see no progress. It's the same old. We saw it last year and the year before. But of course, we just have to keep supporting the team and just continue for the rest of the season and see what happens. Before we close it up, Abzel.
What gets me, Seb, is that Chelsea weren't even hardly. They didn't even go through the gears on Saturday.
No, I don't think they'll in first gear either.
They weren't even in top notch, and they still comfortably beat us. You know what I'm saying? It's the way they beat us so comfortably. It's embarrassing, mate. It's absolutely embarrassing. I mean, it's all these resting these players. I mean, what good has that done?
It's done nothing.
Resting players, resting this. What good did it do for us on Saturday? We weren't even sharp. We were nothing. We didn't have no sharpness, nothing. There was nothing in our game that suggests we were going to get anything. I mean, we done something in the first 10 minutes, but once Bellerin went off, also when Bellerin went off as well, that goal that we got back away. I mean, where was Koscielny when? I mean, you got when that cross is coming over. Where was Koscielny? He was out of the game. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everyone goes on about Koscielny being world class. I mean, where are they getting this from? Every time you blow, I mean, he's the best at intercepting, making interceptions and all that. But you start running at him, and he's like, it's incredible. He just gets slaughtered every time.
Yeah, I agree with Claude. I agree with him. Yeah.
World class.
Best centre back in the Premier League. Best centre back in the Premier League. Even I've heard that a lot. I think he needs to be.
Greatest Mustafi is. I mean, he's not even a regular. He's not even first choice for Germany, mate. Let's get it right here, mate. You know, all this all over the top, and at the end of the day, we're simply not good enough. We're not good enough.
This is where the fans are at fault.
And
Our fans.
It comes from the management as well. He doesn't organise them. He's out coached every time. He got out coached on Saturday. I mean, what's going on, mate? What is going on?
I don't know.
This guy, he's been. Don't get me wrong. I've got to respect for what he's done in the past. He's brilliant, fantastic. But he's gone.
He has
Everyone
gone.
Can see all these people that are hanging on to him now. Keep you don't know what's round the corner. All this rubbish. I mean, are you telling me there ain't any manager that can replace him?
Of course they
said that years ago. I would have agreed with you.
Of course they are. Yeah, what's your thoughts on it? Obviously, we spoke earlier about Koscielny and Mustafi. Do you actually think? Because I've actually said, and I still stand by what I said, that this squad we currently have now is capable of winning the Premier League and challenging. But I just think the reason it isn't is because of the mentality, the tactics, all stems from the top. Do you actually think that this squad is good enough to win, or do you not? Or do you just think like me, that is the manager, the tactics, the mentality, or do you just think no, we need to do a lot more? What do you think?
I'm 50-50 on it. Overall now, I think no. I don't think it's good enough, the squad. Our fans, you know, they have a habit of overhyping certain players, you know. We are, as fans, we overhype our players too much. So therefore, everyone thinks, oh, this guy's world class, but they're not. Like, I think our squad is very, very good. It's better than it has been over previous years. But I'm not sure. I don't think it's good. It's 50-50. I don't think I'd say, I guess it's not good enough to win the league, because thing is that Koscielny and Mustafi, I think they're both very good. I'm a fan of them, but none of them are world class. And I think to win the league, you do need the top centre back in your team.
Yeah,
you know,
you do.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think Koscielny is very good interceptions.
Oh yeah.
Good, but you need that leadership, you know, at the back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And that's something he lacks. You know, Chelsea have got that. Spurs have got that.
I don't actually think Chelsea do actually have that.
That's true. I think Cahill is pretty shit. Well, I've said Cahill very dodgy defender. But the thing is that Luis is also very dodgy, but he's been really good this season.
Yeah.
They've upped their games. Like, they both have mistakes in them, but they've totally upped their game. But he's a real guy, you know.
Yeah. And they've got Lloris and Vertonghen, and they're all leaders.
Yeah, they've got that. And then we've got Czech is a leader, and no matter what anyone says about him, he is a leader because he's got the experience. He's won so many titles. I'm not against Czech, you know, like some other fans switched against him. I think he's just going through a bad spell, but hopefully he can come back stronger because at the end of the day, he was a world-class keeper, you know. He's still, I'm not sure if he still is, but I still think he's a top keeper, you know.
Yeah.
He's just in a bad spell of his career, but he's won things, he's proven he's top. And then in midfield, without Cazorla, I think we're very weak in the centre, you know.
Yeah, we miss that creativity in the middle.
We've got no, because Ramsey is useless. Xhaka, he's good, but he's a bit clumsy. Coquelin's, I'm a fan of Coquelin, but I think he's more passion, you know, than quality.
He had an absolutely shocker at the weekend. I think he had his worst game ever.
Against the big sides, can he, you know, maintain that? And I think in centre midfield, without Cazorla, we're weak. We're weak, and that's where we get dominated, you know, against big sides in that midfield area. And yeah, up front, we've got Sanchez, of course, with quality, but no one knows where his best position is yet. Some people are saying it's the wing, some people saying it's up front. I don't even know, because I think the big side, I think we need him on the wing.
Yeah.
So he can come back and help, because, yeah. And Ozil's position, yeah, he needs to man up basically and start improving. Otherwise, he can go sell him.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Claude, we're just talking earlier about leadership, which is something you've been very vocal about over the years. There's not enough leadership in our team. To be very honest with you, I don't see that much leadership in Chelsea or Liverpool's team, but I personally think the leadership comes from their manager when he's passionate on that touchline, motivating his players. Do you think, obviously, we know Wenger, that's not in his nature to do that. So, do you think that is also a problem, that he's not as passionate, he doesn't motivate the players, and he doesn't give you that extra leadership and that bite? Do you think that's also a problem, or do you also think, or do you still stand by the fact that we haven't got enough leaders in our team apart from Petr Cech? What's your thoughts on that leadership?
We don't have any, but the thing is, I mean, the comical situation is that for the last 3 or 4 years, he's named captains that have been on the sidelines.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's the biggest joke of all, isn't it? I mean, Mertesacker, Arteta, one, Nala, all being injured and actually being the captain. So what does that tell you? I mean,
Yeah.
Leader. There's no leader. We've not had a leader since
Vieira.
Adams. They were the only real leaders we've really had. There ain't no proper leadership.
No. To be very honest with you, I think the captaincy is a big problem with us, because I personally think when we gave it to Gallas, I think it went downhill from there, because Gallas was an absolute garbage captain. And then we're having periods when we're giving our best players captains, like Fabregas and Percy. And now we're giving it to people like Vermaelen, Arteta, Mertesacker, as Claude has just said, that can't even get into the first team. What's your thoughts on it? Do you think the captaincy is a big problem?
The last good captain was Fabregas. Yeah, well, Van Persie and Fabregas. That was when our last good captain was. That was 5 years ago. So yeah, I don't know. But then, if it's
Sorry?
what?
Can't call him a leader when he walks out on the club when he decides to be at a Grand Prix and
Oh yeah.
the last game.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
Oh,
because I think I would win against Claude at that Fabregas debate, because I can explain many reasons why he's not a snake. But yeah.
No, let's listen to him.
To Claude.
Don't get me into people like Fabregas who shits on us from a great height when we were trying to do something and then decided to piss off somewhere else. Don't get me on.
Yeah, to his home club.
Excuse me?
To his home club he went.
Yeah, and look what they done to him in the end. Yeah, that's what he done to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly.
By the way,
and we should have bought him back.
His home club didn't want to know him when he was a youngster. What did they? Only when he was starting to get a little bit good, they wanted him. And we built him up, made him the player he was, and then he decided to piss off and Go back.
Claude, he was always going to go to Barcelona. That was always the plan. He was always going to go to Barcelona. He was never going to stay at Arsenal all his career. Because Barcelona was his dream club. He was meant to be, he was always going to play with next to Xavi. What?
And all this, I love the Arsenal, and I still love what I've got in my heart. Well, you wouldn't have done that if you really love Arsenal. You wouldn't have joined Chelsea, my friend. Don't give me.
Yeah. Okay. Where else was he meant to go? Was he meant to go to Stoke? Where was he meant to go to Stoke?
No, I'm sick of him. I can't stand the guy. If it was down to
he didn't even celebrate against us. He never celebrated against us.
Well, yeah, well, most people don't when they score against their former clubs.
He didn't celebrate against us, Claude.
If it was down to me, that banner that he's on that bridge, if it was only for the respect of Ken Fry, that banner hasn't been ripped down.
Nice. Respect. I keep the banner because let's put it this way, okay? Let's put it this way. Seb, you got to look at this, yeah? The guy gave 8 very good seasons at Arsenal, right? Remember? He was a top player. We're missing someone like him on our side, yeah? Because he used to, big games, he used to perform. He used to get stuck in, you know? He used to get stuck in, no matter how small he was. He used to get stuck into these big players. I remember when he used to sometimes out-battle Lampard and Gerrard when we used to play them. And I remember when we go into the big games, we'd always have a chance when he was in the side because he always used to perform.
Yeah.
Regarding him going, I don't blame him for going to Barcelona because they're his home club who are the best team in the world and we're winning everything and we're going to offer him much more money. So that's like Arsenal coming for me if I'm at like Everton or something, you know? Of course I'd go to Arsenal, like, you know what I mean? You have to look at it like from that point of view, yeah? If I was playing for Everton and Arsenal came to me and they're winning everything, I'd be the first one to go to Arsenal. Yeah. Now, I believe he wanted to come back to Arsenal in 2014. Ozil, Wenger obviously said no, and only Chelsea came after him. And come on, like, you really gonna say that, oh no, I'm gonna go to Stoke or I'm gonna sit in Barcelona's reserves just to make people like Claude happy, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But Abdel, he did also say that if he wouldn't go to, he would join no other club apart from Arsenal. He did also say that.
Yeah, I know, but these things happen. It's a lot of players will do that nowadays. And okay, if Ozil leaves Arsenal, just say this season and joins Man City, what would you say about him?
I wouldn't like that.
Would never play for Chelsea.
Yeah, I would like. He's gone directly though, hasn't he?
That.
Fabregas went via Barcelona. That's why I'm not too bad. And also, he says good things about Arsenal. You know, he's never said anything bad about Arsenal. He didn't celebrate against us, so he has my respect. You know.
I'm not interested in what he said. Good things. He's a scumbag. I'm not. Look, Abdel, I'm not interested in what he says about our good things. What he's done to us. When we were trying to do something, he shit on. It was on the verge of doing something. He left us. He left us in the shit. I'm not interested. Right in hell. He said he would never play for fucking Chelsea again. He decided to play for Chelsea. Right in hell.
So, Claude, do you like players like Adebayo more than Fabregas?
No. Don't get into that topic. No, don't bring him up. No, don't bring him up.
Adebayo is bad, yeah?
No, don't bring him up.
Exactly.
He's no better than Adebayo. They're all the same.
What? He's no better than Adebayo. I'm done.
No, I think he means. I don't think he means quality-wise. I think he means like leaving us wise. But
yeah, I know.
We can be here all day with this. Well, anyway, what's the time now? I think we're getting on a bit. I think we'll close it down there. Well, so thank you very much for the viewers for watching. Thank you very much, Absel, for joining me. Thank you very much, Claude, for joining me tonight. As you can tell, we're all down.
I still think we'll come in the top 4 this season. We'll come in the top 4.
Yeah.
Unlike that other snob on the other channel that doesn't value my opinions. Thank you for having me on.
That's all right.
Who, Claude?
You know who. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for having me on.
That's no problem. Yeah. Well, as you can tell, Viewers, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done. If you enjoyed the video, please consider like. If you've agreed with everything we say, do you think the time of Arsene Wenger is up? Do you think that's it now? We're out of everything. Do you just want the season to end? Do you think we'll get into the top four? Leave it all in the comments below. And as always, I'll be speaking to you soon. And keep supporting the boys. I know it's difficult at times, but you've got to keep supporting them. We've still got the rest of the season. Come on, you Reds.